Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog on this channel. I wanted to have a hobby day today. If you don't know, if you're new here, I am a family medicine resident, and medicine, especially in the United States, has a way of just robbing you of your time. It doesn't allow for you to be human outside of medicine. So anyways, it's a Friday, I have the day off. I took the day off, which is also a rarity. So I get a 3-day weekend, which is really nice. I woke up early today and I had a dentist appointment early in the morning to get my teeth cleaned, which I'm very proud of myself because I don't particularly like going to the dentist, but it needed to be done. We're gonna spend a couple hours by the pool because the weather is actually really nice. I recently started learning how to knit. I've been crocheting for about 2 years now, but I always wanted to learn how to knit. This is the first time I'm learning to knit in a round. I already did a little swatch. Actually, let me go get it. So this is the little swatch that I've made before. The first thing I've made learning to knit. Now it's obviously not perfect, right? The edges are not straight. There's like some areas here where I think I dropped a stitch somewhere here. There's some areas where it's like holy and stuff like that. But I think that the conclusion that I've come to is that I like the way I like the way knit wearables look. I have crocheted 2 sweaters so far and I hated both of them. So I figured I should learn how to knit and see if I like the look of knit sweaters a little bit more, which I think I do. So anyways, we're learning how to knit. I have been reading quite a bit because I set my Goodreads goal to 50 books. It's July and I've only read 20 books. So, but I wanted to share some of the books that I have been reading so far. They're all from the library, from the Libby app, and I've been reading on my Kindle, so I don't have physical copies of any of them. Right now I'm finishing up Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I'm like 93% of the way done with the audiobook. I have 40 minutes down, so I think we'll definitely finish this book today. Surprisingly, this is actually, I think, my least favorite Abby Jimenez book that I've read, and that shocks me because I've loved all of her other romances. I don't know, something about this one just feels a little bit annoying because like the girl at least knew that y'all was gonna be long distance from the beginning, and now it's this whole big thing, so it is extremely annoying. I just started Sky Full of Elephants. I have both the audiobooks and the ebook on my Kindle from the library. Read one non-fiction book. It was called Emotional Labor, which basically talks about all the invisible work that women tend to do, or it tends to fall to women most of the time. It was really interesting. I read Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, which was actually pretty good. I felt like it was slow for me to get into it, but by the end of it, I actually really liked it and I gave it 4 stars. I read The Matchmaker by Aisha Said. It was a 3 stars for me. It was okay. So yeah, those are like the recent books that I'm reading. I'm looking for recommendations. So if you guys are reading any romance books or thriller or murder mystery books that you really like right now, I would love to hear about them. So I just got back from the pool not too long ago. I showered and got the chlorine out of my hair. It was so fun. I definitely need to use the pool more often. I think I messed up. So this is supposed to be knitting in the round, like learning to knit in the round, and I did something. So if you knit and you know what I did wrong, let me know. I like did the cast on, and then the video was saying put the first stitch into this one to connect them, which I did. I thought I did. At some point then the first stitch that I made just fell off, so then now it just looks like I am knitting with just 2 straight needles, which is obviously not what we were going for. So I'm gonna watch the video again to see if I can figure out what exactly I did wrong. It doesn't look bad, but obviously this is not round. This is supposed to be connected like this, and then as you knit, my understanding is it would grow this way. I wonder if I just connect, like I've already done the first round through. I wonder if I just stitch, like do the first knit do the first stitch into this one, if I can just continue going, or I don't know. Somebody who knits, who's a seasoned knitter, let me know. I had a little yogurt parfait snack, which is what I've been craving all the time. I'm gonna do some more knitting, watch some more videos, just relax for the rest of the day. So we did finally figure out how to put it in a round. Okay, I had to watch like 3 different videos, but it is in a round. I've done a few rows. It is nowhere near perfect, but that's okay. And I don't know what this is gonna be. I think it's too small to be like a hat, at least for my head. Maybe just like a little bag, maybe a produce bag, maybe a book cover, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep working on it. The other question that I'm having is sometimes when I'm knitting, the working yarn is in my left hand on this side, and then sometimes it's on this side, and I don't know if that is what's supposed to be happening. This is, if it'll focus, what we have so far. It's not bad. The other thing other issue that I'm running into is these double-ended needles, or whatever they're called. It keeps slipping. This keeps coming out of this. Like when I'm halfway through a row, it'll like come out, and I have to constantly stop and like twist it back in to make sure it doesn't fall out. And then sometimes as a result, I am losing a stitch. With crochet, if you lose a stitch, you can just start over or keep going. With knitting, I don't know if there's a way to pick the stitch back up once you've lost it. So those are some questions that I'm coming across that I need to figure out, but honestly, not bad so far. So I've been home all day today, knitting and doing a little bit of crocheting, and it's been like a little bit gloomy and raining outside. So I think that was the perfect thing for me to do. But now I'm kind of getting a little bit of cabin fever. So I want to get out of the house a little bit. There is a Barnes & Noble not too far from me, and since we moved to this area, I actually haven't been to it. So I want to stop by there, not necessarily to buy any books, but just to browse what new releases are out there, and again, just to get out of the house a little bit. So let's go. So I just left Barnes & Noble. I actually didn't end up buying any books at all, and I'm very proud of myself, but also like that was never the intention. I think sometimes I really like going to libraries and bookstores, whether that's Barnes & Noble or any local bookstore, just because I want to see what new books are out, like what new specifically romance and mystery books are out and thrillers are out, because so many books come out every single day, every single week. it's basically impossible to keep up with them. So going to the bookstore and seeing them all laid out, and what I do is I just add them to my TBR at the library, and I put like some books on hold. That way when they are actually available in 2 to 3 weeks, then I can just read them for free, 99. I'm actually, there's an Ulta not too far I'm gonna stop by because I've been needing mascara for a while. Both of the mascaras that I have right now are completely dried out. But before I actually go in there, I'm gonna research what brands at Ulta are BDS compliant. If you know, you know. I don't want to support any brands that are supporting you know who. So yeah, so I'm gonna search for that and look that up before I actually head over there. That way I know what brand's mascara that I'm looking for. I know that there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, but goddamn, why does every other skincare brand, makeup brand, like not support Palestine or explicitly donates money to the apartheid state? Like it was exhausting. Based on a very limited search that I did, I found out that ColourPop was supposed to be safe. So I got a mascara. Let's do a quick haul. I got a mascara that I was actually able to try in the store, and it went on really well, and I feel like it made my lashes look really good. And then I picked up the Good Molecules exfoliating powder because I used to use the Dermatologica one. Couple problems with that. Obviously, I haven't been to Sephora. Okay, so that's where they were selling the Dermatologica one, although I did see it here. But Dermatologica, the brand itself, is not BDS safe. I'm looking for a lotion, like a daily SPF, and because the one that I use right now is La Roche-Posay, and they are not BDS safe. So when I was in there, I tried on the Ordinary SPF. It actually went on so well. It felt so nice, it felt so lightweight, and it was super affordable. But I looked it up, and the Ordinary, either recently or a while ago, was acquired by Estee Lauder, and Estee Lauder's owner is like a known Zionist, so can't do the Ordinary. And I was so sad because people always talk about their glycolic acid, like the serum that you can use on your armpits to help with discoloration, and I wanted to get that too. But you know, I know that there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, but we can at least try to not actively support companies that are like actively funding a genocide. I'm just saying. I know the lighting is not the best, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog here. I don't want it to be too long. I'm gonna learn how to purl continental style because I think that what I've been doing, I just learned what I've been doing is called the stockinette stitch. Yeah. So if I learn how to purl, then those are really the only two main techniques that I need to know in order to do a basic project like a hat or a sweater, which I'm really hoping that my next video is going to be me learning how to knit a sweater for the first time. Maybe that's a little bit too ambitious, but yeah, it's been good hanging out with y'all. I'll see y'all in the next vlog. Bye.